Okay, wonderful. So if you are using an oil today, go ahead and just use a little drop. I'm going to use Serenity Blend, which is actually a calming or sleep blend, very much used to calm the body and mind. So I often use this one if I'm feeling anxious or frustrated. This is a great one to just help calm. So even if you're not using oils, I want you just to start to control the breath. So start taking some nice big inhales and nice slow exhales. Just to start to come into the mat. Feeling the sit bones sit a little bit deeper. Now, if you want to relax the hands into the lap or onto the knees. Or you can take one hand. Actually, let's do this. Let's take the left hand to the heart and the right hand to the belly. Because in today's practice, we are focusing on the heart chakra. So right at the center of the chest, right where the heart is situated in the body. So the heart chakra is the fourth chakra from the base of the spine, as well as the fourth from the crown of the head, making it central to all the 7 major chakras. And it's said to correspond to chest, in the chest cavity where the heart itself resides. The heart chakra is associated with love, compassion, and self-acceptance. So during today's practice, I want you to really focus on breathing into those emotions: love, compassion, and self-acceptance. Having love for yourself and others, and compassion for yourself and others. And of course, acceptance for yourself and others. Now you can keep your hands here if you wish, or take them to your knees or to your lap. Before we get started today, we're going to start with a simple loving kindness meditation. So elongate your spine and close your eyes if you haven't already. Relax your body. Just allow your hips and your legs to become heavy. Soften your shoulders away from the ears. Release any tension you may be holding in your jaw. Tune into your breath and allow it to be nice and deep. Visualize the color green, which is the color of the heart chakra. This can be done by picturing something that is iconically green, such as grass, trees, or an apple, for example. Or simply by seeing the color itself in your mind's eye. Bring your attention to your heart center and think of someone you love deeply. Send all your loving kindness to this one person and repeat this mantra. May you live with ease. May you be happy. May you be free from pain. Saying this mantra to yourself as if speaking directly to this person. Next, think of someone towards whom you have neutral feelings. Focus on them and send all your loving kindness to this person, and repeat the same mantra as you focus on them. May you live with ease. May you be happy. May you be free from pain. Then think of someone with whom you struggle. Repeat the mantra and send that person all your loving kindness, sending them this energy. May you live with ease. May you be happy. May you be free from pain. And think of yourself. Repeat the mantra and send all of your loving kindness to yourself, saying it this way: may I live with ease. May I be happy. May I be free from pain. And finally, think of all living beings. Repeat the mantra as you send loving kindness to all beings everywhere. May you live with ease. May you be happy. May you be free from pain. Sit with these feelings for just a few moments as you set your intention for the practice today. On the next breath, slowly begin to open the eyes, and let's move slowly into our first posture. We're going to come up onto the hands and knees. And from here, keeping those hips tall above the knees, we're going to set down onto the elbows. So we want to make sure that we are kind of reaching out with the hands. And then from here, as you stay on your elbows, you're going to slowly start to drop your forehead to the ground, keeping your head nice and high. This is going to stretch right into the side of the back, maybe back into the triceps. Now, if it feels comfortable for you, you're going to take the palms together and bend into the elbows. So you're taking your hands behind your head, allowing a little bit of a deeper stretch to happen in the side of the body. This is melting heart or puppy pose, and we're just allowing the heart space to just melt to the ground. And although it's a forward fold at the hips, it can act like a back bend in the upper back, opening into that thoracic spine, giving length to the triceps and the lats, the side of the back. I want you to focus on relaxing your body as much as you can here and focus on the breath. Allowing those nice inhales and exhales to occur slowly and calmly. Now at any time, feel free to straighten those arms if that stretch is a little bit too much. You can also come out of it and also come up onto the elbows just for a bit if that's getting to be a little bit too much. As we know in Yin Yoga, we're looking to hold these poses as long as we can, and that stretch can get a little bit uncomfortable at first when we're not used to it. Now on the next breath, slowly begin to rise up. You can come right onto your hands and knees for a moment, and then we're going to come onto the left side. Now this is where you might want to use your bolster or your pillow. So from here, we're going to place that bolster right underneath the lower part of the rib cage. And from here, your legs can stay bent or straighten them, whichever feels better for you. Now, a couple of options as well. You can sit up so that your elbow stays right underneath the shoulders, or you can extend your arm and lay down right over top of the bolster. And this is where you might decide, oh, maybe the legs should be straight. Maybe I want to keep them bent. Now the right arm can either rest just in front of you for support, or you can take it behind your back, or you can reach it overhead, placing the palms together, giving a nice side body stretch. So in this pose here, we're actually helping to open into the right side of the rib cage. So focus on breathing strongly into the chest and opening into that right side. Allowing your breath to be calm here. Staying tuned in to how the body feels. And maybe even revisiting the first part of the mantra. May you live with ease, or may I live with ease. And that can also include just may I feel at ease in this posture. On the next breath, if your arm is overhead, gently bring it back down to your side. Now, before we go to the other side, we're just going to do a nice relaxed restorative posture. So we're just going to come onto the stomach. The bolster or pillow is going to be right underneath the hip bones, so you can take it a little bit lower. Just lifting those hips up off the ground, allowing the elbows to go wide and the forehead rest on the stacked hands. Now, if it feels better to have the head off to the side, do that as well. But you'll notice here that this is just a nice relaxive pose. Very gentle opening. It's a posture that gives a little bit of relief for the lower back. Just allowing the chest or the heart center to melt to the ground. Let the belly melt to the ground.
the posture like this, it's very, again, restorative. And a posture that really represents the self-love that we have for ourselves, kind of that self-care posture. Meaning that we're not trying to push our body too much. We're just allowing the body to rest and restore and recover. So as you breathe, maybe a little mantra could simply be, I'm rested, or I'm relaxed. Or perhaps even, I release. On the next breath, lift the head off the hands, take the hands under the shoulder, and slowly lift all the way up. Before we go to the other side, we're going to push back just for a couple of breaths into child's resting pose. Give that back, just a little relief. And from here, you can come forward onto the hands and knees and just drop onto that right side. I'm going to turn my around. So from here, setting ourselves up on this side with that bolster or pillow support underneath that bottom right rib cage, and allowing ourselves to either keep that elbow underneath the shoulder or lying down on the ground. Now again, placing that hand in whatever position feels right for you, whether it's overhead, behind the back, just off to the side. Encourage the body on this side to live with ease, to move with ease, to be relaxed as the body begins to shift and balance. Breath, slowly begin to take that left arm down by your side. And from here, we're going to flip onto the stomach again, but this time coming into Sphinx pose. So the bolster can either be underneath the rib cage for some support, or you can take it right away, whatever feels better for you.
Elbows go underneath the shoulders, palms facing down or up, whatever feels better. And now we're shining that chest forward, opening into that heart center, allowing ourselves to fully breathe and open into the lungs, expanding the rib cage, balancing the heart chakra. Now maybe we focus on the second part of the mantra here of may I always be happy. Or perhaps to somebody else, may you be happy. Allowing the shoulders to drop down away from the ears, pushing the elbows into the floor. Just like there's a string at the top of your head being pulled to the sky. Allowing the legs to relax, the belly to fall towards the floor. Breaths to be long, slow, and deep. Sometimes I like to rest my hands underneath my chin, just a little bit of support. Or whatever you feel is best. Just allowing some nice opening to happen in between the vertebrae. Giving those discs a little bit of space. Breath. Taking the hands to underneath the shoulders, and let's push back into child's resting pose, giving that back a little break. See if we can take that forehead to the ground. Taking a few relaxed breaths here. On the next breath, slowly begin to rise. And let's take that bolster so that it's now lengthwise on the mat. Sitting just in front of it, allowing that bolster to come right into that low back. And from here, slowly beginning to draw ourselves down. So you can choose to stay here in fish pose or join me in reclining tree. So that means that we will bend into the right knee, take that right foot underneath or beside that left thigh. Allowing that inner thigh to open. Arms can be off to the side or perhaps on the belly or the rib cage, whatever feels better for you. Now, if you like having that knee off to the side, but it feels a little bit too much, you can also put a block or a bolster or a pillow or something underneath the knee just to prop it up a little bit. Now from here, coming again into a nice little back opener. Opportunity to shine that chest proud, opening into the shoulders, working on our posture here. This is one of the best poses for posture, as it just really opens into the chest, allows the shoulders to pop back and down. Now on the third part of the mantra, may you be free from pain, or may I be free from pain. Yoga has been scientifically proven to help the physical and emotional body. Helps to reduce pain in the body, reduce blood pressure, lots of great things. So just by the fact that we're coming here today, such a great gift for your health, for your body, your mind. And of course, using that mantra or any of these mantras just helps with the energy. Now, if you're in fish pose with both legs straight, go ahead and stay there. But if you've bent into that right leg, I want you to extend it and then switch sides. So bend into that left leg. You might find that this side is feeling a little bit different. So again, feel free to grab a prop if you need to. I usually have to throw a block under this knee for some reason. And that's okay. Both sides don't have to be exactly the same. Of course, ideally, we want them to be balanced. But that happens over time. And this is a great opportunity to notice where there are any imbalances and work on improving them. And that way we'll prevent injuries from happening. that left leg. And from here, bending into both legs, placing the feet on the floor, shift the hips over to one side and roll off the bolster to the other. Just coming into fetal position, rounding into the spine just a little bit of a counter posture here, just a few breaths, just kind of maybe feel how the back is feeling after that. Now in the next breath, slowly begin to rise, and we're going to change the bolster so that it's the other way. So it's now kind of parallel to the short edge of the mat. Now from here, we're going to lie on top of it again so that it's a little higher, so that it's right on that thoracic spine. The elbows go on to the other side. Now, depending on how big your pillow or your bolster is, you might need another pillow or a block under your head. Okay, or if you feel like you're okay with it, just allowing the head to come right down to the ground. Now, you might feel a little upside down, so making sure that feels okay for you. And then from here, extend the arms off to the side and the legs out and onto the mat. So this posture here can feel a little bit uncomfortable. So I want you to make any adjustments that you need to with that head in your body. But this posture is beautiful for posture, as it goes against that kyphotic curve of that thoracic spine, helping you actually sit up a little bit taller. And a beautiful heart opener. So breathe into this one. So expanding the chest. Posture, we are going to hold it for a little bit longer, giving all that connective tissue and the muscles time to relax and release and lengthen, working with the little muscles in the spine here. And giving you an opportunity to open the chest and breathe. Focusing on love, compassion, and self-acceptance. Over halfway in this pose. If you need a moment to adjust, do so. If not, just stay still. Enjoy the stillness, enjoy the silence.
breath, we're going to slowly come out of this. So take your hands behind your head, engage your core just a little bit here, and help your head come up first, okay? This is going to prevent us from getting dizzy. Bend into your legs and slowly start to roll off to one side, pushing your bolster away. So curl into fetal position again, maybe bringing your knees up a little higher so you can feel some of that blood kind of start to go back into that back area. And when you're ready, slowly begin to come up to a seated position. Now from here, we're going to take those legs out nice and wide. A couple of options here. You can take your bolster or have no bolster and just slowly start to lean in. This is going to make this a little bit more of a yin kind of deeper stretch. Or if you've got your bolster and you're able to support yourself with your head, this will take it into more of a restorative posture. So you can just lean forward as much as you feel you can, but really rest into the pose. So whichever one feels better for you. You might start with one and then change to another as well. And we are going to hold this one a little bit longer as well. So coming into that forward fold. You can also stack up blocks and pillows if you want to come forward, but maybe not quite as far forward as the bolster. Lots of different ways we can help kind of prop ourselves. The goal here, though, is to find a space that allows you to settle in and find stillness. Here in this position. If you feel like your body has just kind of loosened up a little bit and maybe you can go a little deeper, now might be a good time to adjust. breath slowly begin to rise up. Allowing the bolster to come off to the side. Stacking the knees. So we're going to shift off to the left hip. We're going to stack the knees, stack the feet. And from here, take the hands on either side of the bolster. And when you're ready, just rotate so that the chest is facing in. So we got a bit of a rotation going on here. And then allow that chest, that heart center, to just rest on the bolster. Elbows wide, hands can tuck underneath the bolster, and just rest that left cheek. So nice restorative twist, very gentle, very supported. Making any adjustments that you need for this first little bit just to get really comfortable and supported. Noticing how the body feels. Want to make sure there's no pinching or pain in the low back. Bring our mantra, may we be free from pain. Pain, of course, is necessary for the body to let us know when something is wrong. But being in pain is not something that we want. Thoughts at this moment. Where are they? Are you here on your mat? Have you wandered somewhere else? Always best to stay in the present. Of course, we want to learn to quiet the mind, but it'll never shut off. It's really learning to keep it present. Staying focused on what's happening in the moment right now. Chest and body feel on the bolster. How do your legs feel stacked on top of each other, being supported by the mat? You're feeling the urge to move at all. And why is that happening? You've been able to stay still, how good it feels, or maybe it doesn't. Just be an observer as if you're watching yourself on a movie screen. You're watching without observing, without judging. Just taking note. Learning. next breath, slowly begin to take the hands out underneath the shoulders and lift yourself nice and slowly off the bolster. Now you can either get onto your hands and knees and switch sides, or I like to just switch the bolster, take a moment to rotate the legs to the other side. And now from here, you're going to notice that body might be a little bit stiff from being on the other side. So now just slowly start to rotate, hands on either side, letting that chest come down onto the bolster on this side. Finding that nice position here. And then finding that rest. last few breaths before we move into Shavasana. On the next breath, taking those hands underneath the shoulders, slowly lifting yourself off the bolster. Now, moving into a lying position, you can swing your legs around so that your knees are over top of the bolster. Spending just a couple of moments here just to conclude our practice. Taking a nice scan of the body, hands resting on the side or on the belly. Letting the body fully relax. And just allowing all the benefits of the practice to be absorbed into your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual body. On the next breath, slowly start to allow that breath to be a little bit deeper. Wiggling the fingers and the toes, gently waking up the physical body, and when you're ready, bending into the knees, hugging the knees in towards the chest, gentle rock side to side, relieving that back. When you're ready, rolling off to one side, tucking into fetal position again just for a moment. And when you're ready, coming on up to a seated position. Now, if you are using oil today, a drop of oil to finish off is always nice. Using geranium today, any of the floral scents, geranium, rose, beautiful for the heart chakra. So as you finish today, taking your hands to the heart center, keeping your thumb and your pinky finger together and opening into the rest of the fingers. So just like a little flower, a lotus flower here. Just visualize a glowing ball of green light filling this energetic seal with love. Acknowledging the time you've spent here today, honoring yourself during this practice. Breathe into this space of love and self-acceptance as you take a deep inhale with humility. Bringing the hands together, and as you exhale, bow forward with deep gratitude. Wishing you all namaste.